Yo, what's going on, people? So we're gonna go to the post press conferences. First, we're gonna go with Floyd Money Mayweather and hear what he has to say about the on stage with the press conference mail. So these are separate press conferences.
And the performances we've seen from you in a public setting for a while. I mean, is there something about Conor that gets under, not under your skin, but just like motivates you?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't need a fighter to, you know, I'm self-motivated. I don't need a fighter to motivate me. But we have to give people what they want to see, and that's what the people want to see. To have a sold-out arena and just give these people something just real smooth and calm. They don't want that. That's not what they want. These fans want entertainment, and that's what we're here to give them. And I think it was entertained today by both competitors. Oh yeah, let's go. There's no questions.
When you and Conor released training videos right around the same day, did you see this video? I mean, I know it's different techniques. Did you take anything away? There's been a lot of comments made about that.
I didn't see his training videos at all. You know, what I try to do, you know, what's important to me, I run my day-to-day businesses, you know, my gentleman's club, you know, I have things businesses that I have that I run on the regular. You know, I'm not one of those, I'm not like else in this room, like to be on social media all day. You know, I'm out there making smart investments, and I train, make smart investments, and rest at home. You know, that's what I try to do.
Floyd, did you, with the way the fight may play out, Conor could become very frustrated fighting you by missing so much. Is there anything in the contract or any worry from you that he might start kicking you or trying to kick your head, or hit you with elbows, or reverse the time
that's the referee job. My job is to go out there and be a boxer, be a fighter. And I'm pretty sure the referee is going to be fair. Going to be firm, but it's going to be fair. And I'll leave all that up to the referee. My job is to go out there and compete and fight against the guy that's across from me.
But you don't believe you will employ any.
I mean, I can't say.
I don't believe that's going to happen because it's going to cost him a whole lot of money.
Good afternoon, Floyd. I know you've spoken about this with social media, but can you elaborate on being away from the ring for 2 years and not having a fight with a regular fighter, you know, a boxer?
Well, I've been off, and I said this before on social media. I said I'm not the same fighter I was 21 years ago. I'm not the same fighter I was 10 years ago. I'm not even the same fighter I was 2 years ago. I understand that. I had that fighter's mentality. You know what? I spoke to Al. Today we had a meeting. And I can't push my body. It's grueling. Training camp is grueling. I can't do it anymore. I mean, it's rough. Training camp is rough. I'm just working, going to the gym, working hard every day. It's rough. This has to be my last one. You know, after taking a couple years off, I was okay, but then we ended up somehow making this fight happen. And now I really know that this is it. Deep in my heart, this is it. I can't.
Thank you, Jim.
Floyd, were you taken aback at all at how pro McGregor the crowd was? And why do you think he seems to be the more popular fighter here?
Well, like I said before, when I was on stage, I mean, popularity has nothing to do with what we have in our bank accounts. So if we want about popularity, he could be more famous. You know, I've always chose, me myself, you know, let me take my time when I ask the hour rush. I always chose fortune over fame. You know, you have a lot of people that's on social media, and they have 20 million followers, but he may not have 20,000 in the bank. So I choose fortune over fame.
Are you surprised by how many people think that he has a chance?
You do have a chance. I mean, every time two warriors go out there and compete, anything can happen. I mean, we just seen a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a guy who started boxing at 18, a teacher, beat one of the best fighters of all time, which was Manny Pacquiao. So anything can happen, you know, in a combat sport.
When you see that it's like 7-1, though, aren't you like offended in some way?
I don't really focus on that. You know, he's young. He's in his 20s. I'm in my 40s. I mean, he's active. I'm not active, so I mean, I'm surprised they're not a lot closer. No more questions? Who's sure? That's all. Let him let it go.
Hi, Floyd. I'm Rebecca with Hollywood Unlocked. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing.
Good, thank you. So I wanted to know, how are you preparing differently for this fight than any other fights in your past?
Knowing my body, probably, in training camp. You know, let your body heal, and you know, just to make sure before I go out there and compete, whether it's in a boxing gym or in that square circle, I want to make sure my body is, you know, close to 100% as possible. So I've been letting my body do a lot of resting. I've been resting a lot this training camp. Whereas in other training camps, I really wasn't resting as much.
Well, you guys off the line with face off. What was he telling you? What did he tell you?
And, you know, this trash talking that fighters say to one another. Of course, he's gonna say how good he is. I told him I gotta tell you how good I am. You already know. And you know, talking about he's gonna knock me out. You know, different stuff like that. I said, okay, that's the opposite.
Well, you told Kendall to show up. Make sure you show up. Any concern that he doesn't show up August 26th?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, only with the microphone.
Floyd, a lot of your boxing peers have come out and said, you know what, he has no boxing experience. They're going to put on a good show, but not a great fight. And a lot of them are saying that. What is your response to them about how it's going to go in August?
It's going to be exciting. He don't come fight. He don't come out. He's upset. I said it before. When these fighters get upset with me, they come out and try to kill me. And you know, my job is to be just keep my composure. You know, I'm pretty sure my dad's gonna have a great game plan. And then once I come back to the corner, if we get out the first round, we don't know what can happen because, like they said,
We thought.
Man, that always happens, man. Are we still here? We still live? Yeah, we're still live. Sorry about that. Let me sort this out. Can't continue. Sorry about that. Playlist after as well. For some reason, so I'm gonna keep with you guys for a minute. Okay, we're struggling a minute. Okay, we have to refresh that. For some, hey, we got Skip Bayless gonna give his take as well. So yeah, we're still going on. No one's coming over. Surprise, isn't it? People probably had enough of me. Had enough of the thing. All right, there we go. Back to normal. Play that. Let's go. Let's go. Pretty good press conference so far. Mayor was basically talking about dad's game plan. That's what he was just talking about. Let's see what there. Flash here for a bit, and then we're gonna come back. Okay, we go. We're back. Turn the volume up.
Conor,
There we go. Start from here.
If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose.
Floyd, there was some discussion up on stage about the gloves. It seemed that you offered.
We go back.
You brought up on Facebook yesterday about the whole tax situation.
We thought that was going to be competitive. We thought many.
The microphone.
Floyd, a lot of your boxing peers have come out and said, you know what, he has no boxing experience. They're going to put on a good show, but not a great fight. And a lot of them are saying that. What is your response to them about how it's going to go in August?
It's gonna be exciting. He gonna come fight. He gonna come out. He's upset. I said it before. When these fighters get upset with me, they come out and try to kill me. And you know, my job is to do what I do. Just keep my composure. You know, I'm pretty sure my dad's gonna have a great game plan. And then once I come back to the corner, if we get out the first round, we don't know what can happen because, like they said,
We thought Canelo Alvarez was going to be a good fight. We thought that was going to be competitive. We thought Manny Pacquiao was going to be a good fight. We thought that was going to be competitive. So at a certain point, expectations are always back up.
Floyd, right in front of you. Like some of the other boxing writers in here, I've been covering you for a long time. I've seen guys, about 20 years. I've seen guys swinging and miss all night against you. Why should any of us think that Conor McGregor has a chance to even land one telling blow in the entire fight?
He want to win. He want to win bad. He really wants to win bad, extremely bad. Whereas I think other fighters, it plays out two ways when you face Floyd Mayweather. You got some guys that play it safe. You got some guys that play it safe. You got some guys like Maidana that go straight for the kill. And I think he's more like the Maidana type. He's gonna come out and go for the kill, like Mayweather Maidana won. He's gonna come out and go for the kill. He's a heavy hitter, so I gotta be cautious. But you remember, I'm older, so I can't move like I used to move. So it's gonna be basically a toe-to-toe battle.
Oh, you brought it up on Facebook yesterday about the whole tax situation. You kind of cleared up a little bit.
Okay, we're doing that. My tax attorney take care of that. I ain't worried about that. I just showed y'all a $100 million check. I ain't even cash on the stage, so we ain't tripping on that.
Floyd, champion, with all respect, they say all dogs, they don't learn a new tricks, but you know, hunter dogs, they're always going to be ending catching the rabbit. Are you going to be ending catching the rabbit? You are the winner. You're the champion.
I don't know what you said, but thank you. I know you said I'm the winner, I'm the champion. I like that. I don't know what you said, but thank you. I like that.
Floyd, ESPN Los Angeles Español. Floyd, when you fight, there's always a chance of losing the fight. In case you lose, do you like to have an asterisk on your record for this fight? Asterisk.
In case you lose, like to have an asterisk on your record. I don't know.
Somebody asked if you win this fight, you may have an asterisk because you beat no boxer. I mean, sorry? Yeah, because they say if you win, you need to have an asterisk in this fight. How about if you lose? You would like to have an asterisk?
It is what it is. However it plays out, how it plays out. If he win, he win. If you lose, you lose.
Floyd, there was some discussion up on stage about the gloves. It seemed that you offered to fight him with 8 or 4 ounce gloves. Is that a serious offer? Or will it be
Okay, me myself. Remember, one thing about me, I follow rules. It's period. For years, when we fight at 147, going down, it's 8 ounce gloves. When you fight at 154, if you fight higher than 147, you fight in 10 ounce gloves. Simple and plain. But If he want to break the rules, we can do that. But remember, that's up to him. It doesn't matter. I'm like, whatever.
We'll be the Latin Nation. Usually Conor McGregor takes over press conferences. And today I think you took over the press conference. Did you think about that beforehand? Was it spontaneous? Were you expecting more from him?
It's a little bit, you have to realize I've been here before. I mean, he just started this. I've been doing this for years. Years after years. And I think he's upset. He's ready to kill me now. I'm just another day. This is another day for me. But I'm getting a little bit of his own medicine.
Yeah.
I played it calm, cool, didn't say nothing. Let him do his talking.
Yeah, here we go.
And give him some of his own medicine, he like it.
Up until this point, Floyd, you've been satisfied just winning fights and defeating people. Since you're fighting an MMA fighter, would you be more satisfied with a knockout in this fight?
He's a warrior. He's a fighter. I said this before. Every time he wins standing up. He's a fighter. We both shoot from the shoulders. He's not the type of fighter that can fight on the ground. And I'm the type of fighter, I'm not even going to be getting on the ground and kicking my shoes off. I ain't got to do all that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the old school way. We're gonna shoot from the shoulders.
This question is for either Leonard or Floyd. You haven't dealt with the Nevada Athletic Commission before. Do you expect to have any issues for them approving the fight? Since they sometimes they go under like the motives to protect the fighters, etc., and with a specific special situation. Has never had a boxing fight. Do you expect that to be an issue or not?
No, we don't expect it to be an issue. The commissioner has already spoken to that, Bob Bennett. Why wouldn't the fight be sanctioned? It's a great fight, and the fans have demanded the fight, and that's exactly what we're going to give to them on August 26th.
Floyd, over here. Thank you. Conor and MMA fights at a different distance. Obviously, boxing environment for mixed martial arts is different than what you do in the ring. Is there any intrigue for you to fight his style of stand-up fighting? And are you adjusting your sparring at all to bring in guys who stand at a distance like he might? It's a little bit different rhythm and timing for Conor.
I think it's going to be, from the opening bell, and I'm really going to tell everybody this from the opening bell. I think it's going to be two things. Either he's going to come out real cautious, kind of far back, or he's going to come and just, the same way Maidana approached me, I think he may approach it the same way. Either or, I'll be ready, because I've dealt with every style, but I never faced a McGregor style. So that's why it's so interesting.
Floyd, when you say you're not the fighter you were 10 years ago, 5 years ago, why do you say that? What do you feel different in the ring, and does that matter in this fight?
I mean, it matters in every fight. I just know, I'm not the type that's going to sit right here and tell you guys something that I don't believe. I knew when I was in, there's no different from any athlete that's competed at the highest level. You think that even Jalen Rose, when he got older and he was playing in the NBA, he still was playing the same way that he was playing when he first got in the NBA? Absolutely not. You have to change with time. So I know, and because you have to change with time, because your body is physically changing different. You're getting older. So you have to do things different. So I already know that, I can remember, I did an injury when I was a lot younger, go right away. And when I was younger, you go right away. When you get older, you got to get a massage, go sit in a hot tub. You know what I'm saying? Take some time off. When you're young, you can keep fighting with the injury.
With everything you've done, $800 million, soon to be for 50 and 0, what would be your greatest accomplishment now that this is going to be your final fight?
Just make it, that I was able to make smart investments on the outside. I didn't want to just buy a nice car or a nice watch or a nice chain one time or two times. I'm happy that I'm able to put myself in a position that I can buy whatever I want to buy every month for the rest of my life.
Yeah, Floyd here. Just how much did you follow MMA before this fight, and especially Conor McGregor?
What do you see? MMA is when what's Gracie? I used to watch him when it was on VHS. What's Gracie? I used to watch him. That's the only person I really knew. That's the only person I really knew. He used to be beating everybody. Wasn't no weight class. So that's, you know. And then they started getting weight classes, you know, like boxing. Started getting championships, like championship fights like boxing. Started doing weigh-ins like boxing. And I was just happy that boxing was a pioneer and laid the blueprint, you know, for the MMA. But I take my hat out to all the MMA fans supporting combat sports.
Let me touch on a couple house cleaning items for tonight. For today's attendance, we have a little over 11,000, a phenomenal turnout. The best is still yet to come with the other cities that we are getting ready to be touring tomorrow. Also, tickets will go on sale on Monday, July the 24th, and the prices will range from $500 to $1,500, $2,500, $3,500, $5,000, $7,500, and $10,000.
Thank you.
So that's Mayweather done. Let's hear from McGregor, the tourist one.
He's gonna wake up a better man, I promise you that. He's gonna wake up a better man.
Your ass been knocked out before, too.
No, never.
No,
never. I haven't even been killed. Submission. Something you know nothing about. You don't know nothing about this game. I found shin bone off opponents' heads. That's the game I come from. This isn't an actual fight, so this is a boxing match. So I still won't go business. He's never even had a fight.
Now all them same fighters that he beat can beat your ass.
He's beating all the bones. He's beating all the high fighters.
Shane Mosley will beat your ass.
Would you?
All of them young guys will beat your ass.
You're serious, Shane Mosley. It's about 90. It's playing 2018, mate.
Conor, who do you think won today, the verbal exchange?
It was a good back and forth, I think. I don't know. We were just going at it. This is what it is. It's all noise at the end of the day. So.
Conor, for the longest time, he wasn't responding to you then.
Yeah. Then he kind of got into it.
Do you feel like that's what you wanted from him? You want him rattled like that?
No, I don't. All this, it's all just noise at the end of the day. The fight is the fight. We're going to get in and we're going to fight. So I look forward to it.
We talked about
Spit it out. Take that flip flop out of your mouth. Go, listen. You're a fan, Floyd Senior. I know you're a fan. You're a fan. I can see it in your eyes. You're a fan of my shit. I know. I can see a fan when I fucking see one. You're a fan. Someone says you're a sword on the ground.
Now you just find out 40 years, people who stand right strong, and now you're running up on me and we'll beat this shit.
Stop. Good man, Floyd. Have a seat now.
Conor, 16 months ago, Conor, 16 months ago, we talked about this fight together one day, and it was talked about potentially being $1 billion fight, so it could still be that. Serious question. Obviously, you're going to go out there and deliver on August the 26th, and if you beat Floyd, you know, it will be massive for you, and potentially you may fight him again, we don't know. But how difficult or how easy will it be to go back to MMA afterwards? Because you are going to earn an extraordinary amount of money for this.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Say it again.
You're going to earn an extraordinary amount of money.
One more time.
An extraordinary amount of money.
Look, I love the true fight. Elbows, knees, shin bone, foot. You ever bounce a shin bone off a nose bone? You ever dug an elbow into the temple? It's an unusual feeling. It's an unusual feeling when the elbow bone digs into the temple. It's a nasty little one, but it's something that I just enjoy. It's something I love to do. So I look forward to going back to MMA and have a true fight after this. Maybe rematches and all will probably be in there, I'm sure. We'll see, but I'm not forgetting my mixed martial arts training. I always focus on my kicking game. I always focus on my grappling. I always focus on my wrestling. I always focus on my and then occasionally I do a little bit of boxing here and there. Somebody's home has got to go. Stop. Box you tomorrow?
Yes.
Box you tomorrow?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're going to do it.
Do you want to have a fight? Do you want to put on the MMA gloves? Have enough?
Right in front here.
How much you did go? How much you did go? You're already paying.
The microphone is on. You just gotta speak.
Conor, you're fighting the #1 boxer of this generation in his sport. So should we use deductive reason and believe that you believe you can?
How about them from Beagle over his balls?
Let me ask the question. Do you believe you can beat every boxer that's 154 pounds and under?
Yes.
Conor, what did you say to Floyd when you guys were talking?
There was many exchanges. The main one was the gloves. Like he was like up on the stage, he was saying something. We can do 8 ounce. We can do 4 ounce. I was like, well, hold on. You were crying, and their gloves had to be 10 ounce, and they couldn't be gloves made from Mexico. They couldn't be Mexican-made gloves. They couldn't be gloves made out of horsehair. I didn't even know there was gloves made out of horsehair. We're only wearing gloves a couple of years in their game. I don't even need gloves to have a fight. So it was all just amusing to me as it was going on. But he was talking up there like, we do 4 ounce, we'll do this, we'll do that. I was like, let's do it then. And then he was saying something about, I'll do MMA after. I'll fight you MMA after. I was like, look, don't be talking stuff you wouldn't do. We never step over into this game. So, but look, it's all good. I'm enjoying myself. Like I said, it's a different plot, it's a different setup. Everything's just different. They didn't tell me, they tried to kind of, they kind of set me up a little bit. Just rolled me out there. I was like, what? I was on the stage for it. I was standing on the stage for about 10 minutes. But look, I'm just embracing it, enjoying myself. I feel good. I look good. I mean, company's name is on the poster. Life is so damn good, and I'm blessed.
Conor,
I know it's just a suit my tailor made. It says "fuck you" on the pinstripe. It's pretty good. It's a good suit. Everyone.
What about your biggest reason why people want to see this fight?
Sorry?
What do you think is the biggest reason why people want to see this fight?
Look, at the end of the day, I am fighting and he is boxing. It's 2 men at the top of their game competing, and it's 2 worlds collide. So that enough is reason why this is what it is. Like I said on the stage, it's happened before. Muhammad Ali fought Antonio Inoki in Japan in the 60s under mixed rules, but he was actually misadvised. He was led to believe it was like a wrestling match, and then Antonio Inoki dropped to his back, which is a term called pulling guard in our sport, and he started kicking the legs off of Ali, and Ali was backing up and didn't really understand what was happening. So that was one incident where it happened, where a global, someone on the top reached out and done that. Another more documented was the James Toney Randy Couture fight. James Toney from the same place Floyd is from, and the same outlook on MMA as a whole he has as Floyd. They've spoke very badly about the sport multiple times. Only James Toney, fair play to him, he actually came over and tried to do something about it. He came and faced someone in our sport. Floyd didn't really want to do that, and he didn't really need to in the position he's in. So we want to come over and have boxing. So that's it. I'll come over. I just want to show that confidence.
Conor, I was going to ask you about your suit. Like, you have very specific stripes. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's a pinstripe suit from a distance. And then you get up real close to your glasses on your coat, and it just says "fuck you" on the stripe. So it's just a beautiful suit. David August McGregor line. Fashion is something I'm very, very interested in. Fashion and fighting is very similar. It's all about attention to detail. The small details is everything. So it's another venture of mine.
All right, Conor, it came out this week, right here.
Yeah.
It came out this week that Floyd is not just fighting for legacy, that he has some issues with the IRS. What do you think? Does this change Floyd's mindset at all? You look at this any different? That it's not just about legacy.
He continually said, we give this fight for the fans. The fans want this fight, that's why we give this fight. But in reality, that's not the case. The reason he's accepted this fight and come out with time is because he has to. He's in a dire situation like that. It's not a good situation to be in. Am I going to be up here? Yeah. Am I going to be up here and say, ha ha ha, and laugh at this situation? No, I'm not. You know, I wish him well. I wish him smart with the money that he makes from this fight. Come on, Floyd. I'm 24. I'm not 24 on the form because I'm doing all right. I'm a multi-millionaire. And who gives a bollocks? So I do now. As soon as he pays that tax bill, I do. I'm straight. Got the money. Fair play to him. I'm doing all right. Come on, you do privates in it. You do privates for $20. Relax. How much for a private session, Floyd? $50.
Conor,
what do you have the Mayweather experience?
Conor, what do you have to say? What about your conditioning? It's 12 hard rounds. You've never gone 12, and in those two great fights with Nate Diaz, you did get very high.
Oh shit! Yeah,
you were winded in those two great fights with Nate Diaz.
You're talking about 200-pound man there. You're talking about grappling exchanges. You're talking about elbows, knees, kicks. You're talking about a hell of a different context. A little boxing fight where there's a referee to save the day every time there's a tie up in the clinch. 12 minutes is nothing. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but this game is very easy. It's a very easy game compared to my game. Say that again?
I said that you do it, your ass will be sued. And you box it. That's what you're going to do, and we're going to beat the shit out of you.
Whatever. Whatever, I've got the money after the fight, so sue me. No, don't be worried. You won't have, don't get your lawyers after me seeing you. I thought we're fighting now, I'm even having a legal battle and everything. I thought it was a fight. This is bollocks. Legal and everything. What happened to fight, mate? Don't get your lawyers after me, please. Look, senior, tell him, as long as he speaks my name with respect, I will abide by the boxing rules. I'll abide by the Marquis of Queensberry rules, only if he speaks my name. If he disrespects me during this tour, during this build-up, then maybe I might just bounce an elbow off his eyebrow. But that's on him how he does it. Here's the thing, listen to this. By the time you climb up into the ring from the steps, you'll already be bust open from the eyebrow down. I'll catch you stepping into the ropes. If I strike him or strangle him in that fight, give me a... Not that fast. No, on the bike, but... Yes. You're a good man, Senior. You're a good man. Oh, look, as long as he's nice and quiet and respectful, I'll follow the marks of the real. If he doesn't, he just can't give him I might just wrap it up in a strangle. You know it takes 3 seconds. You know it takes 3 seconds to sleep a man from a strangle. An untrained neck, not used to it, it takes 2 seconds. So if I wrap around his neck and strangle him, he will be asleep within 2 seconds on the canvas in that ring. That's quicker than it will take you to jump into the ring. So be very, very respectful by having you speak my name. See you later, Floyd.
Conor, I just wanted to ask you real quickly, you've always been a fan of alternative movement. You use very interesting movement. You've been working with Ito, and the way you fight now, you've gotten caught up in having a lot of success with that. But now you have to adapt your style to a four-sided boxing ring. So how do you really go about changing your actual movement style to be more successful in these fights?
I will come out and I'll paint many different pictures. I can fight in many stances. I can fight in many styles. I can take a capoeira attack, I can take a taekwondo attack, I can take a karate stance, I can take a boxing stance, I can take a Thai boxing stance, I can take a Greco-Roman freestyle wrestling stance. I can stand and fight in many, many ways. And I will fight in all of them. I will paint many, many different pictures in this fight, dazzle him, and then the shots will find their home.
Thanks, everybody.
I am now. So, I am now, and I'm about to be the best one of all time. Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody.
Should have kept him retired. It's your fault. Your ass gonna get killed. You gonna get killed. Hey, what you think you gonna look like when you get your ass up and your ass got knocked all over your damn head? Your boy is on the sleep. No, you know, he's gonna look so good in the sleep. No. That boy is gonna look good in the sleep. I tell you what though, he's gonna wake up a better man. He's gonna wake up a better man. That's what he's gonna beat the shit out of you. He's gonna wake up a better man. He's gonna beat the shit out of you. I guarantee you that. And your ass been knocked out before too. No, don't tell no damn. Your ass has been knocked out. I haven't even been killed. Oh, but get the hell out of here. How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? It should don't matter. All right. It's it. You don't know about it. I got shin bone. You lost 3 fights. All of his heads. You lost 3 fights. Where they come from? You lost 3 fights. Boy, gonna beat your ass. You're gonna lose 4. This isn't an actual fight, so this is a boxing match. So how you fuck you out of boxing? He's never even had a fight. He's never even had a fight. That man beat all the top fighters in. Now all them same fighters that he beat can beat your ass.
That's right.
That's right. Shane Mosley would beat your ass.
Yeah, he would. Shane Mosley would. Yeah, he would. Shane Mosley would whoop his ass.
You know it. You know it.
Jay was a whoop his ass.
I ain't never had a fucking pro fight in your life, motherfucker. You'll get the fuck beat out of here.
Tell him. Floyd is there terrorizing him, bro. Floyd scene is just on it, bro. You man, whispering in his ear, tell him.
I'm gonna spit it. Ain't gonna spit it out. Take that flip flop out of there. I'm gonna tell you this right here. No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this here. After my son beat your ass, you're a fine for a team. I'm back. You're a fine. I can see it in your eyes. You're a fine of my shit.
Conor can talk some shit though.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass myself. Someone tell him a son dog they got. I'm gonna whoop your ass myself. Now you talk about how small he is. He gonna whoop your ass while he's small. And now you running up on me. I'm gonna beat this shit.
Tell him, Floyd. Tell him, Floyd.
Come on, man.
Give him a whisper and tell him Floyd what to say. Floyd's on a jab. So Floyd's like, Floyd's showing what he gonna do to Conor.
You're a good man, senior. You're a good man.
Floyd. All right. Let's see what Skip Bayless has to say. Yeah, we doing the rounds, bro. We doing the rounds out here, bro. You know what Skip Bayless has to say. With his crazy ass self. Is he live still? Okay. Let me see. Actually, that needs to be refreshed. Because he might have stopped. He might have finished it already. Nah, he's still live, man. Okay. You finished? Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's see what Skip Bayless has to say. Bring that back. Rewind that. Here we go.
It's been a while since we spoke via this medium, but here I am back again to talk about between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Sr., their joint press conferences, their solo press conferences, Floyd Sr. going at it, Conor McGregor during his solo press conference. I was highly entertained. I got a whole lot to say, but before I unleash, especially about the 4-ounce glove proposal by Floyd Mayweather Jr., quick cameo. Daughter, as my wife Ernestine hands me, the immortal. I don't know if I can hold her this way. Oops. There we go. Hazel. How old is she now? 10 months? Our 10-month-old Maltese.
Ain't no one care about no dog, man.
She's been outside walking.
Ain't no one care about no dog.
Hazel, say hi. I'm not holding on to her very tightly. Hi, Hazel.
Ain't no one care about no dog, man.
Yeah. Hazel and I fight every night. We had a great fight last night. We got a video of it. We may have to post it because Hazel got cut up by the covers on the bed, and she went sideways and she went tumbling off the bed in the covers and crashed on the floor, but she was okay because she is the toughest Maltese this side of Malta, is Hazel.
This guy's crazy.
Now she's out, and I am going to launch on what I just saw because I cannot wait for August the 26th. It's pretty good today. Yes, but this is approximating August 26th. And my takeaway from what I just saw is advantage Conor McGregor.
Now you're crazy.
In the joint press conference, right away, Conor got right under Floyd's skin, as I predicted today on Undisputed. By the way, you can watch us live right down the street.
Lying all day.
You right now.
You lying.
At Fox Studios, 9:30 to noon Eastern time every weekday. We will be on tomorrow, 9:30 Eastern, and we will be talking about this, debating this, and obviously, partner has no idea what he's talking about. He is another Mayweather fanatic, no objectivity, doesn't get it, doesn't understand what's about to be unleashed upon Floyd Mayweather
That's
Jr.
crazy, man.
And that is Conor McGregor. He is winning the press conferences just the way I believe he's going to win the fight. We had Dana White on Undisputed at the end of the show today. I hope you caught it because it was sensational. Well, he was very skeptical about this fight from the beginning. And yet he said, as of last night, their planes landed at the same time here at LAX in Los Angeles. And as he saw him on the tarmac, Dana White looked into the eyes of Conor McGregor, and he told me today, I just learned, I just can't bet against this guy anymore. He looked me right in the eye last night and said, I will knock him out inside of 4 rounds. That's exactly what Conor opened his remarks with today at the joint press conference. Then the trash talking started. He began to spew and spit curse words, and Floyd fired back. Floyd made the mistake of calling Conor McGregor a bitch. You can't go there. It's just, you cannot dare this devil, man. This kid at age 28 is crazy great. He is channeled rage and fury. He is psycho. He is the whole, I have never been more entertained watching somebody operate just completely off the top of his head, because Conor McGregor does not operate by the same rules we do. As Dana White pointed out again today, Conor McGregor came up as an amateur boxer. He's a good boxer. He's a great boxer inside the constraints of MMA. And the news flash of the day for me was that Floyd got so caught up in the trash talk that Conor got so under his skin right off the bat and into his psyche, into his head, that Floyd, too proud, too naive about what he's getting involved in here, finally blurts out, hey, he wants 8-ounce gloves, let's do 8-ounce gloves. He wants 4-ounce gloves, let's do 4-ounce gloves. Words came right out, tumbled right out of Floyd's mouth. Now, I know it's already in the contract for 10 ounces, and then Floyd amended in a solo press conference. Well, I've always fought by the rules, and the rules say once you move up from 147 to 154, that you have to wear 10-ounce gloves, up from 8 ounces. Who's governing this fight? I don't know. Nobody, really. This is MMA versus boxing. This is kind of their own deal. I think they can call their own shots, set their own rules. So he said 4. And then in his press conference again, he reiterated, because he's backed into a corner, hey, if he really, says Floyd, if he really wants to fight with 4-ounce gloves, which is what they fight with in MMA, please, let's go 4 ounces. Please, please. This is crude. This is it. This is the news of the day, the news of the week. I don't know, there's been a lot of news of the month from the NBA, but this is pretty big, because this fight is going to be pretty colossally, globally big. But I hope that Conor and his people hold Floyd's feet to the fire. You know those little 4-ounce MMA gloves? You might as well be bare knuckle. And my takeaway visually from what I saw today is, as Conor kept yelling at Floyd Sr., he says, your boy's too little. He is. Conor kept talking about, he's got a little head, he's got a little core, he's got a little body. He's just a much smaller man than Conor McGregor. Conor's bigger, buffer, more ripped, he's longer, stronger, just as quick. Floyd's a great defensive fighter, greatest defensive fighter I've ever seen. But you want to talk about punching power? I've not seen anything like this, and I thought Manny Pacquiao could punch. Manny obviously getting up there in age. McGregor's got thunder and lightning. And remember, he's a southpaw by birth, but to me, he's ambidextrous. Every time I watch him, sometimes I lose track of, wait a minute, is he left-handed or right-handed?
Fanboy hard, bro.
He can smack you with both.
Man, you crazy, man.
And it just gives him an advantage. And as he just talked about in his press conference, with any stance you want, he ran through all the different stances, the Taekwondo and the Jiu-Jitsu and the Karate and the Greco-Roman. He got all the stances. He said, I'll throw every look at him. I'll keep changing the picture for him. And once I do, a punch is going to land. And again, if that punch could land with a 4-ounce glove, I'm talking about splatter now. I took Ernestine to the second Nate Diaz fight in Las Vegas, her first fight of any kind. She's not a big fight watcher.
What's up, everybody? Stephen A. Smith. I thought I was posting on the right page, but
we were
apparently I made a mistake. Forgive the delay. I apologize. Let me get right.
A little of it was Conor, and a whole lot of it was Nate Diaz.
I want to make sure
it was mostly because that's
about what I'm about.
The strategy was second time.
I don't want any hiccups. I don't want anybody misconstruing what the hell I'm trying to say.
He said he weighed.
Because I say what I mean, and I mean what the hell I say.
200 pounds. Nate Diaz.
And it is what it is.
He's obviously much stronger, just a much bigger man. But one mistake in their first bout, in which you let Nate get him on the ground. That was it. Submission. History. You're just too. Now you were the too small man, but in this case. Man, if you go 4-ounce gloves, I'm talking about blood would be spilled. And Floyd's, for the first time ever, would be spilled. He would get cut. He would get split. It would get ugly because Conor is going to land on him. And if it's a pillow fight with 10-ounce gloves, I don't know. He's got a chance to survive it. And we know what's going to happen. Floyd's going to duck and run and duck and run.
I don't know, man. This guy's idiot. That guy's idiot. Yeah.
All right, what's going on? All right, the excuses have already started, right? They're cutting off his mic. Bitches, keep cutting off his mic. Like, what? What do they keep cutting off his mic? First of all, McGregor shouldn't even be talking when it's not his turn, right? This whole, like, they cut off his mic. But they cut off his mic, though. Like, so what? Like, what are you guys talking about? What was Mayweather with the mic when McGregor was up there talking, making cheesy, tracksuit jokes? He came out here with a tracksuit. Like, it's just like, what? Okay, look. First of all, this is how you know, because this is how you know McGregor lost, right? This is how you know. Right now, I'm looking at MMA pages, right? On Facebook, like Katsagnano's page and BJ Penn's page. And MMA fans are arguing with each other on who won the exchange, right? And they're arguing who got the best of who. That's how you know. It's. And let me tell you, McGregor may very well get the best of Floyd in the next one, right? I still favor McGregor to win. Okay, the way talk. But he didn't win this time. Take your L, all right? Like, stop making dumb excuses. They cut off his mic. They cut off his mic. It isn't fair. It isn't fair. Why'd they cut off his mic, though? It ain't fair that they cut off his mic. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? They cut off his mic. So you can't just interrupt somebody while they're doing their thing. Floyd Mayweather went up there and cut a promo like he was like Hulk Hogan or something. Not quite, but I mean, he was walking around the podium and, let me tell you something, Mean Gene, and he did the whole thing, the whole night, right? He put on a performance, right? It was just far more entertaining. And maybe because like nobody saw it coming, because at first he was bored, and then he busted that shit out, But just take your L, man.
Boxing fans and even the media are so enamored with an undefeated record, and they call the guys bums after they lose 1 or 2 fights. Why is it that your sport, you can still be the greatest MMA guy in the sport and have 2 or 3 losses, but in boxing they can't?
Because there's so many different ways to lose, and so many different ways to win in our sport. It is almost impossible to go undefeated in our sport. It's almost impossible.
John Jones so far. John Jones, he lost because of the elbow.
He didn't. That's what I'm talking about. He was undefeated. He never lost his belt. Never lost a fight. Which is why he is one of the all-time greats. It's just, I'm bummed out that he came out against us like that, you know what I mean? I literally just got going through this scrum, talking about how good Triple G and Canelo's going to be. You know why? Because it's going to be a good fight. That's why it's true. It's legit. It's going to be a great fight. And, you don't have to shit on other people's fights to sell your fight.
Like, it's just not a big deal. Like, you're gonna take the big L come fight night. Like, well, don't worry about that. But McGregor's probably gonna win the rest of the press conferences. But this one, Floyd got the best of him. Period. You guys are bringing up like the one-liners that McGregor would say when you claim to cut off his mic, right? He got to like shout out some things while Floyd was talking, right? And then, like, this is stupid. Like, oh, they cut off his mic. Well, yeah, like, it's not your turn to talk. Like, when it's not your turn to talk, you don't get to just interrupt somebody while they're talking. Yet they still allowed him to have a mic on his hand and say shit. They probably allow it because, hey, it's money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're making money out of this shit. It's hey. But if they cut off his mic a couple times while Floyd's talking on his turn, it's too bad, right? It's not my fault. It's nobody's fault that McGregor has to go first, and then Floyd goes. That's nobody's fault. Okay, this is what they agreed to. It's like he's all like McGregor's making excuses. Like, oh, the setting's different, Nate. I'm not used to this. You know, a bunch of people talking, and then I didn't know what to expect. Like, just shut up. Okay. Then he goes on the podium. They want me to fight limited. Like I can't believe it's a boxing fight. Like, just shut up, dude. Right? Get the fuck out of here. Talking all that shit. Let me tell you something, right? Conor McGregor took an L tonight, right? And you guys are getting nervous because the last thing you want is for him to just take nothing but L's and then get beat up come late August, and then he leaves and he loses the fight and he gets no W's. I get that you're nervous about that, but he lost his exchange. Okay, his boyfriend Shab admitted it. All right, it's people in the MMA community are debating over it. That's how you know. That's how you fucking know. When have you ever seen anybody come out of a McGregor press conference and oh yeah, Aldo has really got the best of him, man. Oh yeah, Aldo really got the best of him. Like, you never heard that before. Now look, I'll give this to Conor. He's very witty. He talks a lot of shit, right? He's like at the level of a Paulie Malignaggi, to be honest. Okay, when it comes to talking trash, right? He's not like people. To this day, like, people get on my nerves and they compare him to Muhammad Ali. Like, are you kidding me? Like, Muhammad Ali would bust out like the fucking most brilliant shit ever. Like there's no comparison, right? But Floyd Mayweather got the best of him. That's it. Oh, but can you believe that he brought up the glove? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, trash talk, all right? So you want to take everything literal? So when Conor says my fist is bigger than his head, that's not true, is it? His fist isn't bigger than Mayweather's head, obviously, right? That's not true, right? So you want to take everything literal now? That's not what trash talk is about. Trash talk is about who can get under whose skin. That's what trash talk is about, right? So yes, Mayweather lied about a couple things, but it was 90% truth, the rest of it. McGregor's telling a bunch of lies too. McGregor basically said that Mayweather's broke. And that's why he's wearing a tracksuit. That's not lying or what? Of course that's a lie.
Fucking lie.
Right? But it doesn't matter. If it would have gotten under Floyd's skin, I would have given him the W, but it didn't get under his skin. Right? So there you go. Right? So it's okay to exaggerate truths or tell lies in trash talk. That's what trash talk is. Right? But it's about getting under somebody's skin. The truth is what gets under people's skin, right? And it doesn't matter how you do it, but at the end of the day, Conor, what usually works for him didn't work here. See, Conor's used to doing one zingers. Like, this is what Conor's used to doing, right? Who the fuck is that guy? And and everybody's like, yeah, but you can't do that to Floyd. If he did that to Floyd, who the fuck is that guy? Like, he would have been like, I'm the richest motherfucking athlete in the world. What? But that's what he would have said. So he would look stupid saying that. Right? So at the end of the day, Conor, just take your L. Like, you guys got to embrace the L. In fact, it might help Conor's, witty game. He's got to He's got to prep a little better. He's got to make sure he doesn't lose his cool, right? He did some things well. Continue those things. You know, don't fall flat. You know, like just keep your cool, Conor. You know, it's. I hope you don't bring up the fact that it's a boxing fight. Like if you're shocked that it is every fucking press conference. But keep your cool, calm, collective. You know, there's things you could tell Floyd that could get under his skin, but you gotta work your way through. You gotta work your way through. You can't lose your cool, right? And you can't just start interrupting and then get mad when they cut off your mic, right? It's just that's stupid. This is not a, you know, it's a press conference. One guy goes up, he talks his shit. The other guy goes up, he talks his shit, and that's it. That's what a press conference has always been. Like people acting all shocked. You know, like, yeah, he wants 10-ounce gloves. Like, boxing, and at the 154-pound division, boxing has had 10-ounce gloves forever. Okay? Like, that's not something new. That's not a special request. Now, he was going somewhere with the horsehair stuff. And see, if Conor was smart, right, in my opinion, he would have kept going on with that, right? Like, if he wants the smaller gloves, he needs to start, like, he's not going to fight you in MMA, dude. So give that up. But maybe, just maybe, there could be enough public outcry to be like, hey, Floyd, you're talking shit. 8-ounce gloves, let's go. You can get that. That can happen, right? And you want the Mexican gloves, you know, with the horsehair, then you can work that in, right? Just be like, well, what, are you scared? Well, why can't I wear those gloves? What are you scared about? Like, he could just say that, you know? And he could just work his way through, right? I would have said, like, you would have lost to Madonna if you let him wear his gloves, right? Something like that. I don't know. He didn't bring his A game. He just did it. Conor just he overestimated, he underestimated Floyd. That's what he did. Right? Also, a lot of nervous energy and I don't know what he thinks. Like, oh, I'm gonna intimidate you. Ooh, like it's not gonna work. It isn't gonna work. So there you go, right? That is that. Take your L. Embrace the L, right? Sometimes an L is good, okay? I was just complaining that they cut off his mic. They took him off guard. Everything was favored towards Floyd. Like, what are you talking about? Both guys got on the stage. Both guys got to talk, right? Paulo Malignaggi, I think, said, you know, Floyd looked like the macho man up there. He put on a show. He put on a show. He roasted Conor, right? And Conor got to take it in the chin. There's 2 still shots. I'm gonna take. Don't make me take fucking. I'm scared to put pictures on here and shit because the shit that's been happening on YouTube. But there's like still shots of Conor, like his facial expression when Mayweather said, "This is why we're bringing your bitch ass to the boxing ring." All right, his facial expression says everything. Because there's no comeback to that. Because you agreed to the fight, like, you know. But there you go. So, yes, a lot of MMA people are going to complain and bitch and moan. Oh, but why do you say that he'll come to the octagon after? They're going to bitch, cry, and moan about that. You know, too fucking bad. What are you going to do about it? Right? You don't give a shit about it. Right? And I already told you. Clear signs of someone who's expecting to lose. Clear sign, right? This is how you know he knows he's losing. He's already minimizing, like, what the fight is. That's true. Right? That's true. Oh, it's just only a quarter of a fight. It's not really a real fight. Yeah. It's not really a real fight. It's just a quarter of a fight. Yeah. You know, like, and he's already complaining about the gloves and he's complaining about the rules, like he doesn't know what the boxing rules were like years ago, okay? Like Mayweather didn't invent the boxing rules. Like the boxing rules have been around forever, okay? So the Marquis of Queensberry rules, right? That's been boxing. Yeah. Like it's nothing new. It's what you've been negotiating for the last 3 or 4 months. Okay, it's what you agreed to. Stop being a fucking bitch, right? And you know he knows he's losing, right? Because all he does, like, what would people say if a boxer went to UFC, right? And in the press conference, all he would say was, well, you know, he didn't want to come fight me in my sport. Everybody knows I beat him in the boxing ring, so I had to come here. People would say what? People would say, then why the fuck did you agree to this fight?
That's what's it. Yeah.
It's the same this way around, right?
Yeah.
So he knows he's gonna lose, man.
Yeah.
Like he's talking like a loser.
Yep.
Like they're getting ready they're already preparing the damage control.
Yep.
They're already doing it. Right? They're gonna come out and be like, oh well, yeah, how about Floyd? You know, he's talking all that shit. How about he comes and fights Conor in the UFC? Like, you know, they are already preparing that. They're already getting that damage control ready. Yep. They're already getting the whole, well, he didn't really lose in a real fight. It was just a boxing match. It's not really a fight. You know, it's just very limited rules. It's a quarter of a fight. You know, that's what they're doing, right? They're talking like a bunch of fucking losers. Yeah, boy. Okay,
and
that's it.
Ripping them up.
And you could just tell it is, right? If you're so confident it could be Floyd in a boxing match, then the show is in, right? But don't start preparing your loss. Okay, don't start the damage control already. I mean, do the damage control after the fight. Nobody wants to hear that shit now, right?
That's funny, man.
And that's it. I mean, that's like, well, you want to change, like, you know, like you agree to all these terms. Mm-hmm. There's nothing more annoying than somebody agreeing to terms and then they start bitching and complaining about the terms after. Like, you know what I mean? It's stupid. So there you go, right? You know, it comes off as complaining. It does, right? It really does. Okay, so like it's kind of like if somebody challenges you to a one-on-one basketball game. I could beat you, and then you start beating them at basketball. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, yeah, well, you beat me at basketball, but I could whoop your ass, though. Like, it's just, that's how it comes off. You know, like give you some type of example. It's a boxing fight. You agreed to the boxing fight. You wanted this boxing fight. You have to come to the boxing ring because you're not the A side, right? And that's it. Okay, all the MMA community could cry, bitch, and moan all they want. Oh, no, Conor's special. Conor's one of a kind. The only reason this fight's big is because of Conor. Like, if Floyd has nothing to do with it, right? Like, everybody knows you need two characters to make a fight. And Floyd is one portion of that, right? Without Floyd, this fight doesn't happen. The same with Conor. It takes both guys to make this fight. But enough of the bitching. Enough of the, oh, they cut off his mic. If they're making excuses about this, can you imagine after the fight? I mean, after we've never heard how hath no fury, like the excuses we're going to be hearing, okay, after that fight.
Yep.
The damage control, it's going to be insane. Ain't no White's going to get all red and shit on camera and be like, now how about Floyd now comes to our side and fight? Like, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay? MMA dudes are going to be complaining that, well, you know, why don't we see boxers go to UFC? Well, they already have, right? I mean, it's not my fault. 50-some-year-old Ray Mercer, right? Probably in his 40s, but punch drunk. Okay, couldn't get boxing licenses in some states, all right? Yet knocked out Ken Silva in an MMA fight. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? That's not my fault. It's not my fault that Jeremy Williams, okay, former heavyweight contender, went to your sport and went 5-0. That's not my fault, right? So it's not my fault that Mike Perry, you know, got knocked out by a journeyman in a boxing fight. That's not my fault, right? It's not my fault. And that's it, right? Go ask Mike Perry, okay, how he felt after that. And, you know, that's it, right? Just take your L. Like, you know, like, I'm going to be 100% honest. I thought McGregor was going to get the best of Floyd in the press conference, but he didn't. And that's it, okay? I'm sorry it hurts your feelings, but it's not a good look that you're already starting all these excuses, right? I'm just saying. This is style boxing.
These sounds funny, man. All right, so that's these stars. Let me get one more person, and we're good, man. Let me get one more person, and then we're good. Then we're done for the night. All right, here we go.
No, never. No, never. I haven't even been tittled.
You joke about. Let me hear this guy. Yeah. Where we go? Oh, there we go. Let me refresh this. You've been knocked out. Try to say, yeah, you've been knocked out, Conor McGregor, eh? Don't lie, son. If you've been knocked out, you've been knocked out. Mayweather Senior was a piece of him. Hey, he's always competing with his son, you know. Yeah, Mayweather Senior is always competing with his son. So in an issue, that probably more interesting than the actual thing, man. Always competing with his son. All right, let me see what we've got here. No. Again, history. Some of the old timers don't like that stuff, that WWE stuff. Say it's corny. Beats don't like it. Yeah, some wrestling fans love it. I mean, they love all that stuff, man. All right, here we go. Let's see what my man has to say.
Yo, man. Yo, man. I gotta relocate, man. I'm about to get something to eat.
You want to start talking about the press conference, son? What the fuck? I guess you're not gonna talk about the press conference, so we're gonna look like we've done this.
I just ended abruptly so I could upload that video.
Nah, you gonna talk about it. All right, that's it, guys. That is it. That is it. What's this little thing here?
Submission. Something you know nothing about. You don't know nothing about this game. I bounce shinbone off opponents' heads. That's the game I come from. This isn't an actual fight, so this is a boxing match. So I still wouldn't count this. He's never even had a fight. He's beat a load of bums. He's beat a load of half-fires. Would you stop? Shane Mosley, for fuck's sake. Are you serious? Shane Blake Mosley. He's about 90.
Yeah.
It's like 2018, mate. Fucking hell. Mosley and all getting a shit out. Fucking hell.
Look at that, man.
That was a good back and forth, I think. I don't know. We were just going at it. It is what it is. It's all noise at the end of the day. So. Yeah. And then he kind of got into it. Look. Yeah. No, what I don't. All this, it's all just noise at the end of the day. The fight is the fight. We're going to get in and we're going to fight. So I look forward to it.
We talked about it.
Spit it out. Take that flip-flop out of your mouth. Go, I listen. You're a fan, Floyd Senior. I know it. I know you're a fan. You're a fan. I can see it in your eyes. You're a fan of my shit. I know. I can see a fan when I fucking see one. You're a fan. Someone sent him a signed autograph. No, he should. Stop. Brilliant. Good man, Floyd. Have a seat now.
Conor, 16 months ago, Conor, 16 months ago, we talked about this fight together one day, and it was talked about as potentially being $1 billion fight, and it could still be that.
Mm-hmm.
Serious question. Obviously, you're going to go out there and deliver on August the 26th, and if you beat Floyd,
mm-hmm.
you know, it will be massive for you, and potentially you may fight him again, we don't know. But
how difficult or how easy will it be to go back to MMA afterwards? Because you are going to earn an extraordinary amount of money for this.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Say it again.
You're going to earn an extraordinary amount of
One more time.
An extraordinary amount of money.
Look, I love a true fight. Elbows, knees, shin bone, foot. You ever bounce a shin bone off a nose bone? You ever dug an elbow into the temple? It's an unusual feeling. It's an unusual feeling when the elbow bone digs into the temple. It's a nasty little one, but it's something that I just enjoy. It's something I love to do. So I look forward to going back to MMA and have a true fight after this. Maybe rematches and all will probably be in there, I'm sure.
But true fight. Shut up. True fight. Like that boxing ain't true. Yours is the purest fight ever, man. Anyway, that's me done, man. We've heard this already. So you heard from the 2 press conferences, Skip Bailiff chatting shit. These Stars Boxing. Make sure you check out his channel. I'm EJ Boxing Live. I'll catch you on next one. Peace.